Hello, I'm Ali Way.
And I'm Water Malone, and now for today's top stories. And a fire in Queens today resulted in a man's butt exploding. His wife told authorities that he had finished a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese and polished it off with a tall glass of orange juice. Police say the only thing left of the man was his sizzling ass.
And in corpse desecration news, a record number of corpses were desecrated last night. Authorities are 100% sure it was me. It wasn't. Unless you think it was cool. Then yeah, sure, I did it.
Our guest today is known for his golden voice. You've seen him in Lady Dynamite, Curb Your Enthusiasm. I had to slow it down because I have trouble saying it. The Good Wife, The Dictator. He's been in countless Woody Allen movies. He's worked with the Coen brothers, Robin Williams. He's done it all. He's done them all. Now he's doing us. Our show, that is. Please welcome Fred Melamed.
Pleasure to be here on Two Buffoons. Until I encountered you guys, the two biggest boobs I think I had ever observed were when I took my shirt off and looked in the mirror, but now that record is broken.
Well, Fred, I'm sure you have great tits. Well, anyway, it's time for another edition of our favorite game, True Story, False Story. That's where you tell us 3 stories, and we have to guess if they're true or false. You know what? I blanked on the end part. I said it. I said the title, and I was like, are they true? And then what the hell's the other part?
Now I forget. Fred, do you know how to play?
No, I forget it.
Here's my first story. On the very first film that I did, which was a film called Lovesick with Dudley Moore, this was back in 1980, I don't remember, it was 1980 something. I had a very small part. I was playing a psychiatrist. The film was about psychiatrists. And I was super excited because Alec Guinness was in the film. And I was a huge fan of Alec Guinness, tremendous. So I was really chuffed because I had one scene together with him, which actually didn't wind up in the movie, but it was shot. So at the end of the shooting day, I walked up to him. I was, so thrilled to be in a movie with him. And I said to him, "Sir Alec, I hope you don't mind my asking you this, but I'm just curious, as a young man just starting out in show business, if you have any advice about show business to give." And he thought for a minute, and he looked at me, and he said, "Yes." He said, "My advice to you is regarding show business, don't get any on you." And that's what happened to me with Alec Guinness.
Whoa, Obi-Wan Kenobi giving you the old Jedi mind trick, trying to convince you not to go into Hollywood? It's got to be false.
That actually happened, and it was 1982.
Dang it. Still cool story. I'm just really mad that I got it wrong.
Well, you were this close. Very close, because yes and then no, so this close.
Well, actually, you're right.
Either way, Fred, hit us with another story, won't you?
Baby.
Hit me one more time.
I was doing a play. It was a play on Broadway. It was actually 3 one-act plays all together, presented as an evening. And one of them was a play with Woody Allen, that Woody Allen had written.
Hit me with the horns 20, it sounds like. You sure it's Tony?
I thought it was Tony, like a band leader.
Yeah, it sounds like it's 20.
20?
It doesn't sound like that.
I don't know what he's saying.
So I knew Woody Allen a little bit because I had been in 7 of his movies. So when the time came to audition actors for a specific role, he asked me to read with some of the other actors. Now, if you're reading, with another actor, all you're supposed to do is read with them. You're not supposed to give them any direction or any encouragement or anything like that. You're just supposed to kind of do your part so they have a partner to read the scene with. I did this with a couple of people, and then somebody read, and when this guy finished reading, I inadvertently said, "Great, that's great." And that was it, and the guy walked out of the room. He shook Woody's hand, and he walked out of the room. And then Woody Allen walked over to me and he said, don't encourage them. That's the story about Woody Allen.
Wow, that story gave me a Woody.
Oh, I get it.
He is kind of hot, though.
You know, Fred, that sounds like something Woody would do if Woody could do what Woody could. Chuck would.
That story is true. That actually happened.
All right. Hey, Freddie, baby, you got another story for us? Baby? Do you?
So some people probably don't know that I was originally cast to star opposite Roseanne Barr in the Roseanne program. Of course, John Goodman wound up playing the role of her husband. But anyway, initially I was cast in the role of Dan. We were ready to go. There was about 2 weeks before we were supposed to start shooting. And all of a sudden they told me that their idea of the way a working class character should look, was that I couldn't have a beard. That presented a problem because I have a birthmark over here that I'm very self-conscious about. I don't want to show you really, but it's over here. You might see it in certain films, in certain light, it kind of shows. Anyway, I said, look, you know, you hired me with the beard as it is, and I don't see why a working class character can't wear a beard. I mean, lots of them do. And they just said, no, it's all wrong. We just don't see it that way. So we wound up having a big fight about it, and in the end, they wound up, to my chagrin, getting rid of me and hiring John Goodman, who went on to very significant fame and fortune after that. And I wound up in the somewhat reduced, almost pathetic state that you now see me, but still maintaining a beard. But anyway, that's how I lost the role of Dan in the original Roseanne program.
What? You were on Roseanne and that jerk took your job?
This guy doesn't sound like a very good man to me.
Let's get him! Fred, we took care of it. Story was true though, right?
That's utter bullshit. No resemblance to the truth. Although I am very self-conscious about shaving off my beard, although occasionally I do it.
Fred, how can you be so calm? We just killed John Goodman.
Now it's John dead, man.